if you find that no matter how much you focus on happiness, unhappiness still finds its way to you, you just might be an Enneagram 7, and this episode is for you. This is 9 in 9, Enneagram Wisdom for Life. Let's dive in. Welcome to the one question that changes everything. The material that I've put together for this series is based on my work with clients and students in my Enneagram classes, and I've seen the power of using a question to really unlock self-awareness and change someone's life for the better. So I'm super excited to jump in with you. Let's talk about Enneagram 7s. So as an Enneagram 7, you already know that you're fun and you're the life of the party and that people look to you for adventure and humor. But there are some other things that are going on with all Enneagram 7s, and I want to take a quick look at those here. And the first thing is an insatiable need or quest for planning something fun to do, an experience or an adventure, something to look forward to. It's a constant sense that you need to have something out there, something in the future that is fun and exciting and full of possibility. That's the first. This can look like planning your next vacation while you're on vacation. I definitely have Enneagram 7 friends that do that. It can also look like you're sitting at Christmas with your family and you're supposed to be really, really present, but it's getting a little dull. And just start thinking about anywhere else you could be. What excuse could you use to kind of get out of there as quick as possible to go do something better? Like maybe you just want to go home and watch a movie that you want to watch, but it's like avoiding being where you are because you really want something else to be doing that is fun or exciting. And that brings me to number 2, which is escaping the present to avoid some kind of pain or difficulty. And it's really, really hard for an Enneagram 7 to just be in the moment. So this can look like all kinds of different things. The example I just gave about, maybe being with your family on Christmas and already kind of being like, I'm bored. I kind of want to get out of here. It could mean certainly if you're having a difficult conversation with someone that you begin to think of, okay, how could we end this as quick as possible? I have an Enneagram 7 that said when he was a child, if the family conversation at dinner got a little too heavy or deep, not even yelling or full of conflict, but just a little heavy, a little on the stressful side, that he would immediately excuse himself from dinner and go to his room. Just didn't want to be in the moment when there was any sense of stress or discomfort or pain. And this third one, well, it's not easy to hear, but most Enneagram 7s will admit it readily. But the Enneagram 7 is a self-referencing number, which just means that they pay most attention to their own desires, their own experience, their own stories, their own place in the world. You might notice that an Enneagram 7 always has a story that relates to whatever is going on. Like they've experienced a lot of things. And so maybe you're telling them about a trip that you went on, and they almost always will have a story or an experience that relates to what is happening around them. And this just is an indicator of that self-referencing position. It's not always bad, but it is something to be very aware of as an Enneagram 7. Okay, the one question that will change everything for a 7 is, what pain am I avoiding? What pain am I avoiding? This question is very effective for a 7 because number 1, it puts you in touch with more feelings than just happiness. I know that happiness and joy is the most sought after emotion for a 7, but if you will be honest, of course you have more feelings than happiness. And so when you start to go, gosh, what pain am I avoiding by focusing on happiness or by focusing on this next adventure, a thing that I'm looking forward to, or this desire that I have to go do something crazy? Like, when you get real with what you're avoiding, you'll realize that you are so much more dimensional than just a one-dimension human. All humans have a wide range of emotion, and refusing to acknowledge that doesn't allow you to be whole. The second reason this question is effective is because it puts you in the present moment rather than escaping to somewhere else. And being in the present moment is ultimately more satisfying than escaping. I promise. And so when you think about what pain am I avoiding, this could be big pain. It really could. Big pain, big suffering, big, betrayal, trauma. But often it's the small pains. It's boredom. It's monotony. It's the household chores. It's getting up and doing the same thing day after day, routines. Those are also pains that we often avoid through escapism. And this question will bring you back to the present moment. And if you can engage with the present moment, acknowledge the feeling, acknowledge it, be in the moment, it will then pass and you will be more satisfied and more whole than through escaping. And the third reason is it creates better, deeper, more authentic relationships with the people you care about. Because if you can only be with people having fun, and you can't be with somebody in maybe their pain or their suffering or your own, being honest about where you are, that doesn't create the depth of relationship that is available to you. And so by being honest about what pain you're avoiding, maybe even within a relationship, a friendship, maybe it's their pain, maybe it's your pain. But if you can be honest about that, and then you can decide to stay present, your relationships will run deeper and be more satisfying and more fulfilling and bring you more joy in the long run. So to recap, the big question is, what pain am I avoiding? This is going to help you be in touch with more feelings, be more honest about your feelings. It's going to bring you to the present moment, and it's going to create deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Now, if this was interesting to you and you want to learn more about how to be more of an awesome Enneagram 7, then I'd love for you to check out an upcoming Enneagram class. Just go to livingwellbyjen.com/Enneagram and all the details will be there. I promise you it's fun.